Back. This is the 90-day calisthenic challenge. Make sure you cop my ebook. Make sure you cop my ebook, real cheap, real affordable. Make sure you cop my ebook, real cheap, real affordable, nothing too crazy. Make sure you cop the ebook, real cheap, real affordable. If you want online training, if you need an online coach, make sure you hit my line. Make sure you hit my line. We got the nice, cheap, affordable ebook right on my YouTube channel. Why do I hear myself talking? Make sure I cop my ebook. Make sure I double tap the screen. Make sure I like the live. If you need online coaching, make sure you hit my line. For some reason, my Instagram got suspended. I have no idea why. I went to sleep with my Instagram just scrolling through reels and woke up and my account was suspended. But anyway, you can inbox me on TikTok if you got a TikTok at j.savage28. I got the very cheap, affordable ebook. If you're a beginner, get the $9 one if you're a beginner. If you somebody that's a beginner, just get the $9 one. Just get the $9 one if you're a beginner. If you somebody that's like kind of I say a little past the beginner stages, like you a little bit more intermediate, you could get the $17 book. If you somebody that's like trying to actually see some muscle gains and some actual strength gains, put a little size on, I would suggest the $37 book. If you're trying to walk around on swole like me though, and trying to take it to the professional level, and you trying to walk around looking like this, if you're trying to walk around like this, then you're gonna need the $67 one. If you're trying to walk around like this, you're gonna need the $67 one if you're trying to take it to the professional level. You come on right when I'm sleepy. Can we get earlier streams? I was doing a lot today. I'll start streaming a little early. I was doing a lot today. And I was editing a lot of videos on my phone. I'm still not done editing my videos. I still got to put an audio voice over the videos. I still got to finish editing a lot of my videos, but I'm doing the 90-day calisthenic challenge, no break, going crazy every single day. If you somebody that's trying to pop out like this, and you actually trying to get swole and trying to get real muscle, real strength, real power on a professional level, and you actually want some scientific data behind it, so it's actually educational and you can read up on this type of stuff and have it saved right to your phone. If I was you, I would get the $67 book, because that's the one that come with the meal plan. So you could actually see and be able to read and know exactly what I'm eating. If you're more beginner, just get the $9 one. If you're a beginner, $9 one is cheap, it's affordable. Just get the $9 one. If you a little past the beginner stages and you feel like, well, I might work out a couple weeks out the month or every couple months, just get the $17 one. Still a lot of information. But for my athletes that's more serious, for my more serious athletes, the $37 one is going to be for you. For my guys that's trying to become pros and learn the secrets behind dieting and how to actually eat and put on mass, you're going to need the $67 one. If you're trying to pop out on swole, you can go right to my YouTube channel, right to my homepage. You'll see the ebook. The $67 one, everything that you see right there is what comes with it. So as far as the habit tracker, the water intake, the meal plan, the grocery list, all that good stuff, that's what you need when you're trying to put on some size. So you're just not out there blindly training and working out. You gotta have a blueprint. You gotta kind of have like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a manual. So it makes sense. So you're not just randomly trying to freestyle it. You gotta kind of have like some instructions behind it. When you really want to see some results, all this just trying to randomly do stuff and just randomly eat and half-ass your training, okay, you're gonna have a half-ass physique. All this not really programming and taking it like if you kind of taking it for like fitness for a joke and you're not really all the way serious, you kind of on the fence. I don't know if I should get it. Just get the $9 one. That's cheap and affordable. If you kind of got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, then you can get the $17 one. If you're trying to actually put on some real size though, the $37 one. If you're trying to put on some muscle and some strength, the $67 one. Should I use MK677? Um, be honest with you. Make sure I double tap the screen too. Make sure you like the live. Make sure you double tap the screen. Make sure you like the live. If you're trying to get swole, I seen a lot of y'all was trying to cop the ebook and we was having some technical difficulties. It's fixed now, so it should be working. So make sure y'all hurry up and go cop. We had a lot of people. Yo, shout out to my YouTube chat and all my supporters and my TikTok supporters. I seen a whole bunch of y'all trying to cop the book. We seen it. We got the women's book on the way right now. The women's book is actually about to drop tonight too. So for all my ladies that's trying to get in shape, that's trying to get fit, we have a woman's nutrition/fitness book about to drop. So don't worry. We got something for the ladies also. It's not just for the fellas. But if you trying to pop out how you see me, if you actually trying to put on some muscle and this is only from day 4, Chris. This is day 4. Wait until day 10. Matter of fact, wait until day 30. As you see, every single day, the pump is looking more and more crazy. Yo, watch this, right? Yo, I went to the peep game, right? So that's only from day 4, right? This was the other day. This was the other day. This was day 2. That was just from day 2. Oh yeah, we about to we about to go crazy. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now you saying should you take MK677? Make sure I double tap the screen too. Make sure I like the live, bro. Make sure I double tap the screen. Make sure you like the live. If you want to cop my ebook, just go on my YouTube channel. You'll see the book up there. Should you take MK677? It's a good question. It's up to you, bro. It's a good question, bro. It's up to you, bro. Um, if you think it's worth it, do it. It's up to you. That's all I'm gonna say. It's up to you. If you think it's worth it, cool. If not, mm, I'm like 50-50 on that. If you think it's worth it, then get it. But yeah, so let me show y'all. This was just from the other day, just a little quick little pump. We only had 30 minutes out there because it was about to rain. Let's just play the video. I'm not putting no music in the video because YouTube keeps flagging the damn video. I keep getting copyrights, getting crazy copyrights. This is from a real basic, simple exercise. This is from a real simple, basic exercise. Real simple. You can see the gains. You can see the back engaging. This was just a real little quick little, it was like 30, 45 minutes. I'm exaggerating when I say 30. It was like a little 45-minute session. It was just something simple though. It wasn't like I didn't get a chance to go super crazy like I did the other day in the bar. Only was able to do like a good little 45 minutes. Real quick, real fast because it was about to rain outside. You could see it even when you look at the sky, it was real gloomy. I know it's strong on the body, but I heard increased hunger, which is the main concern with skinny people. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Don't get me wrong. It may help with diet, but I'm gonna put it to you like this. You want to train yourself to actually have a good appetite and a good diet so you don't become reliant on and dependent on a supplement. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. So that's why I said I'm 50-50. If you feel like you need it, cool. But you don't want to get to the point where you become dependent on it. And now if you don't use an enhancement, you can't eat. Now your diet is slacking, your appetite not there. So I'm kind of like, if you think it work, if you think it's worth it, then cool. But me personally, I'm 50-50, bro. I don't know. Especially if you kind of in your beginner stages right now. If I was you, I would learn to train my body to actually have a natural appetite and a natural diet. So, so you don't become dependent. That's what happened with some guys that take pre-workout. They become dependent on it. Then they no longer train without the pre-workout. You don't want to become dependent to the point where it's like, damn, if I don't take this, I don't eat. If I don't take this, I don't train. But yeah, this is just a quick little pump. This was just a little quick little 45 minutes, quick little pump, quick little pump, little 45 minutes because it was about to rain outside. I had to hurry up and finish my exercise. As soon as I left, it started fucking raining. W workout, yo, good looking DJ. Yo, good looking DJ. Appreciate that, bro. Trying to pump out more positive content nowadays. Trying to keep it more professional. I gotta go back to how it all started from the beginning. I gotta go back to how it all started. I kind of started losing myself on YouTube, getting distracted with nonsense. Let's go back to where it started from. This is how I started off in 2020, showing people how they could build their body without the gym. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Keontae. If you're more in a beginner stage, bro, don't worry about no supplements. I'm training right now with no supplements. Now I'm professional. So obviously I ain't gonna lie, right? When it come to probably like day 20, once my body start being a little bit more exhausted, a little bit more fatigued, I'm gonna be honest with you, I may add some supplements. But right now, I want to actually see how I can push myself without being chemically enhanced. I know what I can do with chemicals. I already know what the hell I could do with chemicals. But see, you don't want to become dependent on it. And I'm gonna tell you something as a young man, you will blow a lot of money on supplements when you could have got a lot of your gains and built your body up without it. I'm trying to show y'all, right? I'm taking it back to the old school days when there was no gyms open, was no goddamn gyms. It was super hard to buy supplements because everything was shut down. It was super hard to buy supplements. Everything was shut down. It wasn't no gyms. So I'm trying to show some of you young men, even if you might not have the most money right now, because I get it when you in your 20s and your teens, sometimes on top of like rent, phone bill, life in general, be a little difficult. But you can still build yourself up and get strong without a gym, without the supplements. If I was you, once you get a little bit more older and more experienced and got some muscle maturity and you've pushed yourself to your genetic potential, then you could kind of worry about, okay, supplements, supplements, supplements. But if you're a young man, bro, if you're a young man, okay, your hormones are already at peak levels. You don't want to become dependent on those supplements while you're young. You don't want to become dependent on pre-workout. You'll blow a lot of money. I don't think a lot of individuals understand how far and hard you could push the human body. I don't think a lot of young men understand how far you can push the human body. This was from yesterday. Well, it's 12 o'clock where I'm at. Currently on the East Coast, it's 12:17. So this is technically from 2 days ago. This was from yesterday. Okay, let me play the video. This is from yesterday, another basic exercise. This is yesterday. This is why I was trying to show people this in 2020. I'm like, bro, no gym, no problem. Without no gym is no problem. So once you push yourself to your genetic potential, okay, say if your genetic, say you hit your genetic limit and you only could get to about 220 pounds and your strength has plateaued, you're a little bit more advanced, you've been studying, you got some knowledge, then you can start to worry about some damn supplements. But if you're in your early 20s, bro, let me tell you something. Your genetic potential is a lot higher than what you think. Except that I'm be honest with you, it's a lot more difficult to push yourself, but you'll thank me when you get older and more mature and more intelligent and wiser. You can push yourself a lot further than what you think. A lot of these guys that's young and hopped on steroids and hopped on gear, okay, they never really pushed themselves to their natural limits. They took the easy way out, the shortcut, then they come with all type of side effects in the long term. You got to learn how to actually push yourself to your genetic potential. Then worry about creatine and all this extra shit. But if you still in your early 20s and shit, to be honest, you don't need that shit. So I'm struggling with my pull-ups and all this because I'm not on no supplements right now. Cool, no problem. I want to see what I can do without the supplements. Yeah, I like to test my own, so that's why I'm doing this 90-day challenge. Even if I have some time, some days in the near future where I'm only able to train for like 10 minutes. So what? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you do want to be careful if you're more of a beginner, right? Because you don't want to get no potential joint problems. You don't want to get joint problems. So you do want to take it easy. If you only could go 15 minutes, cool. If you're a little bit more advanced, you might be able to go 30 minutes. If you're a little bit past the advanced part, you could hit 45 minutes. Nothing wrong with a quick 45. This was all just warm-ups though, because once again, it been real gloomy where I'm at. It's been raining like a motherfucker. Yeah, P6 is all right, but like I said, when you in your early 20s, bro, okay, you don't really need no enhancements. Okay. Your hormones is already through the damn roof. Do not let these people mislead you and lie to you. This is why everybody thought that I was on steroids when I first came out, right? But the difference between me and a lot of these individuals, when I was young, right, and I was in jail, I seen all these guys getting big naturally. So I understand why some of you young men is like, there's no way you could build your body up. You gotta have some type of steroids and gear. But if you actually ever been in jail or been to the county, and I'm not promoting it and saying you should go there, but you gotta understand I had to turn some good from a bad situation. I learned that a lot of these guys in there was big as hell without no steroids and gear. If you never been, and I'm not trying to promote jail and prison. I don't want nobody to go. But what I'm saying is I took the good out of a bad situation because I was a skinny toothpick. Everybody in there was humongous. And that's what I'm saying, Keontae. A lot of y'all got the luxury of the gym and all this good food and nutrition and all this knowledge with the internet. I seen from the guys that didn't have access to social media, the luxury to go to the gym, the luxury of being able to research a lot of this stuff on Google. They didn't have access to all this good food that people got. It taught me something. It taught me something. That's how I was able to get to a professional level. So I'm like, if these guys is doing this without the luxury and all the stuff all these people got, I could take it to a different level. See, a lot of guys are going there and then work out and train and come home and BS. I said, you know what? I'm gonna come home and actually take fitness more serious because I learned a lot. Because they was just walking around like that was normal. So I understand why people be looking at me kind of crazy. Because I was looking at them dudes like, how the hell is these dudes in here big just eating this bullshit and doing these little simple basic workouts? It made zero sense to me. Be honest with you. Like, how is these dudes walking around swole like this? And I'm just watching these dudes do pull-ups all day and push-ups and body weight squats. It didn't make no sense to me. But I learned something. I started seeing, I'm like, this is why a lot of these young men nowadays think that you got to have steroids and gear because they haven't seen a lot of those guys that's really programming without nothing. It seems like calisthenics is more potent form of working out than the gym. They be working out all day, every day. I swear to God, they do. So that's why you might see me struggling with my reps. I'm be honest with you. I'm fighting for it. But this is what I mean by pushing yourself to your natural genetic limit. Me personally, I feel like you get a lot more stronger A lot of the guys that I see in the gym, they make a lift a whole lot of weight, but once they stop lifting the weights, that muscle drop. This was the pump afterwards. I only was out there like a good 45 minutes. So technically, this was 2 days ago. Yeah, technically, what this was 2 days ago. Technically, because it's 12 o'clock where I'm at. This is why everybody, when I first popped on YouTube, everybody's like, he's on gear. I'm like, I understand, bro, because you never learned the secret. I get it, but I understand it. I understand it, but you got to understand that I was in a place where I seen a lot of people build their body up just from the mental and with the bare minimum. So if you're at home and you have the luxury to be in the gym and use social media to find all the tricks and secrets as far as how to eat and program, it's not really no excuse. I think I'm gonna wait till once I have a day where I can barely even do a pull up or a dip, then I'm gonna be worried about some supplements. But right now, while I'm able to do at least 10 to 15 pull-ups, I'm chilling. My saying milk jugs work for me. Yeah. That remind me of like when guys would be in jail and they'd be using the little water bags. Or they'll lay on each other back and do push-ups. They'll be doing certain stuff like even some of the guys that do pull-ups, they'll have somebody hanging off of them. I seen stuff like that with my own eyes. Because I couldn't understand how the hell these dudes was that big in there. It made zero sense. Okay. I'm like, how the fuck is these dudes built like this? This don't make sense. Now, this was from yesterday. Since it's 12 o'clock where I'm at. This is technically yesterday. This is technically yesterday. Basic workouts. We're not doing all this jumping over the bar and doing all these damn flips and back flips that these dudes be doing because they want to look cool for the camera, doing all these flips, handstands, and 360 in the air and clapping their hands, front flips and back flips. We not doing none of that. We're keeping it real simple and basics. I'm actually trying to target the muscle. I'm not trying to look cool. I'm actually trying to get some gains, okay? All the way down, all the way up. Sometimes I do the short push-ups. Sometimes I do full range, not back flips and spinning over the fucking bar and jumping in the air 360, clapping the hands and front flips, back flips, and handstands and cartwheels. None of that goofiness. We keeping it simple, straight to the point, old school like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and actually trying to target the muscle at hand. Not trying to look cool for the damn camera for some clicks and views. Because none of those dudes in the calisthenics community is actually bigger than me. You see me in person, hey, I'm humongous. Because when you start trying to do all these front flips, back flips, 360 in the air, clapping your hands, handstands, you have now took the tension out the muscle. You have to focus on pumping up the muscle. So I'm trying to focus on my lats. This is for my shoulders, my biceps, focusing on actually pumping up my damn chest. Not trying to look cool for the camera. I'm actually trying to get swole. I'm actually trying to build muscle. I'm actually trying to build strength. Not just do it for entertainment. Okay, we keep it real simple. I don't know why these guys be acting like they in a motherfucking action figure movie. Like I hate when I watch these calisthenic guys. I'm like, no wonder why your back is not popping out the way it's supposed to. Your back is narrow. No wonder why your shoulders and your chest not popping out like it's supposed to. Because you're taking the tension off the muscle. Doing these stupid ass tricks to look cool. Forget all the tricks. Keep it simple like Arnold Schwarzenegger and them did back in the day. Real simple. So this is technically day 5. This was just yesterday, a couple hours ago. Real simple, straight to the point. They asked me to start back posting the calisthenic videos, start taking it like how we was doing it back in the day, start doing the pre-recorded videos. All right, bet. Y'all got to start liking that live, though. Let's get the likes up. Sure, I get the likes up, but y'all share the live. Yeah, we gonna help y'all get big. And hippie mama, I'm dropping a book for the ladies. Yeah, I know I can't forget the ladies. The book, my women's book could be up in a couple hours. Don't worry about it. It's already finished. I already done read over it to make sure everything is right. I got a book for the ladies that's gonna be real cheap and affordable. For all my fellas, if you're not really trying to like be on a professional level, just cop the $9 ebook. You ain't gotta go too crazy. But you see how I'm targeting the shoulders? This is why I don't do handstand push-ups. For the person that asked me the other day, Jay, do you do handstand push-ups? Absolutely the fuck not. I don't do no handstand push-ups. I keep it real simple to grow my shoulders. Real simple. I don't gotta do handstand push-ups like I'm in a fucking Olympics, okay? I'm not doing none of that. Real simple. Look how the whole back is engaged. I'm focused on actually trying to grow my body, not do tricks and look fucking cool. Look at the traps engaged, the lower back, the top part of the back, the lats, the biceps, the triceps. We doing reversed wide pull-ups. Reversed, reverse. Try to go over the bar. None of them half pull-ups. If I only could do halfway, I'm not doing them at all. All these half pull-ups is garbage. Once I can't really go over the bar, I know I'm done. I'm save my energy. Right back under the bar. This is for your traps and for your shoulders. So yeah, I don't do handstand push-ups, okay? I keep it very simple, straight to the point. Look at the muscles popping out. I'm not sitting here letting the blood rush to my fucking skull and my membrane, trying to do some handstand damn push-ups and almost die. Okay, we're not doing that. Oh, handstand push-ups, Jay. Do I like a fucking goofy? See, these other guys in the calisthenic community is playing. I'm actually going to show you. This is only day 5. Oh, I know who you talking about. The half push-ups do work. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, when I'm really trying to get big, I do full range. I do short push-ups, don't get me wrong. I do shorties sometimes, but I like to actually try to do the full range because full range is more difficult. I like to challenge myself. Full range get a little bit more difficult. 10 on 10 off, change everything for me. You showed. Yo, good looking, hippie. Yeah, I do shorties, don't get me wrong, but full range is more difficult. So that's why I like to go full range. It's harder, so I know I'm gonna get stronger. And I was only taking a 2-minute break in between. And some of y'all wondering, well, why was you taking a 2-minute break in between? I'm gonna tell you this. Because when you're doing like 4, 5, 6 exercises and you're supersetting, if you don't give your muscles the proper time to actually rest, this isn't lifting weights, you will burn out a lot quicker. So you'll notice you was able to do 10 pull-ups and you supersetting doing 5 exercises, you'll barely be able to do 5 pull-ups with strict good form. Perfect form equals perfect physique. So if I got a half ass and sacrifice my form, I'm not doing it. Once I could barely get over the bar, okay, I'm done. Back to the push-ups. Perfect form, perfect physique. See why I do full range? Because when I'm coming up to the top, I'm squeezing the top part of my pecs. You can see the muscle engaged, the front shoulder engaged, the triceps. So shorties work. Shorties work, don't get me wrong, but I like full range some days also. Full range is more difficult. That's why people don't like to do them. Most of the guys in the calisthenic community only do halfway push-ups. Halfway shorties is easy. I done did 70, 80 shorties in a row. It's not that many people that's doing 70, 80 full range push-ups in a row. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Shorties is easy. Shorties is easy. Don't get me wrong. Shorties work. I did shorties in this video. I'm gonna show y'all, but I did them in a different way. Make sure I double tap that screen. Make sure you like the light. I did them incline. Look at the tricep. I did diamond push-ups, incline shorties. I did shorties this video, but I still was getting that full range though. But I was coming halfway down. This is a hack for your triceps. Yeah, we getting pumpy out here. I'm gonna help you out. So y'all gotta make sure y'all hit this 90-day calisthenic challenge if you more advanced. If you like, I would say intermediate, try to do like 30 days. If you're a beginner, try to do 10 days in a row. But if you like past the advanced stages, then you could hit like the 60 or 90 day. I'm doing 90. I'm gonna show y'all why I was looking so crazy in 2020. Couldn't nobody understand. I haven't even started going twice a day yet. Once I start doing it twice a day, we gonna get crazy. Look at the tricep pump just from doing the diamond inclines. This is how you get pumpy and lumpy. See the tricep pump? This is from diamond inclines. Diamond inclines. That's why I be pumped up like this. So now y'all see that I'm not lying. When I was trying to tell people in 2020, I'm like, bro, there's no gym. No gym, no problem. Oh, the gym is shut down. Cool. No problem. This was the pump afterwards. Tomorrow I'm right back out there like nothing happened. We getting pumpy. If you're trying to take your fitness to the next level, make sure you cop that ebook. Now I'm be honest with y'all though. Once my body, I'm talking about, I start feeling like completely fatigued to the point where I can't even do a push-up or barely could do 5 pull-ups. I barely could do some dips. Then then I'm gonna be real with you. Then okay, supplements. I hop in some supplements. But right now, while I'm able to push my body without the subs, I'm gonna push it to the limit without the subs. Subs should be only really generally used, in my opinion, when you've reached your genetic limit. If you're a young man, you can push your body a lot harder than what you think. Bro, I don't understand how some men is a healthy men that don't work out. You gotta have that dog in you also though, bro. Especially when it comes to doing calisthenics very frequently. You gotta have that dog in you. I'm gonna be 100 with you. You gotta have that dog in you. Unfortunately, a lot of guys don't. You gotta have that dog in you. How do you know when you reach your genetic limit? Because your plateau as far as with your weight, your plateau with your strength, and like say for like 30 days straight you've been having calisthenics, right? It'll get to a point where every day you was able to do like 15, 20, 30 pull-ups in a row. You'll start barely even being able to do 5. I'm talking about with good form. I see guys in the calisthenic community, right? Right. Oh, I did 40 pull-ups in a row. I'm letting you know right now, if you're doing 40 pull-ups in a row, you're sacrificing your form. There's no way possible. I'm telling you from a professional athlete. If you're doing 40 in a row, you're probably either a super lightweight or you're sacrificing your form. You jerking with your legs and all. That's bullshit. I want to see you do 40 pull-ups in a row, strict, perfect form. No momentum for your legs and jerking and all that. No, 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 no. Perfect form equals perfect physique. That's why a lot of them guys in the calisthenic community are little, because they're sacrificing their form to just to be able to say that they did this many reps. And then they really still little. When you really, really look at them and they don't got they pump, they're little. That's why I keep it how the old school generation did, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the golden era. It was about your goddamn form because you want to target the actual muscle. If I'm doing pull-ups and I'm all jerking and moving and getting momentum from my legs, I'm no longer getting that full engage on the lats and my back because I'm recruiting too much muscle fiber from my biceps now and my shoulders to try to, and that's how you get injury or you pull muscles or strain muscles. So it's easy when you sacrificing form and you and going halfway and not going over the bar. I guarantee you, if a lot of these guys that y'all see all over Instagram and YouTube, which actually train with me, a lot of these guys I see doing views, and then when we was actually counting what's actually a rep, full range of motion push-ups, not the shorties. I could do a bunch of shorties all day. Okay. Not the halfway pull-ups and then you jerking your body and moving your legs and kicking your legs up. Man, that's bullshit. To the naked eye, to guys that's beginners and don't know better, it looked like, oh my God, he just did 40 something pull-ups in a row. Let him train with me. We'll see if you really doing 40 pull-ups in a row, 50 pull-ups in a row. I guarantee you, the most they'll probably do is 20 to 25. Strict form. Because the way we train over on my side of New York, if your form ain't right, it don't count. If you're not going over that bar, it don't count. And if you're not going all the way down, stretching that lats. See, when you going halfway and you got this momentum, I'm telling you, a lot of people don't be realizing though, when you cut corners with this fitness stuff and you half-ass it, that's why they have half-ass physiques. And their backs don't be as wide as it's supposed to be. And their muscles really don't be popping out the way it's supposed to be. We're not half-assing over here. Okay. When you do them pull-ups, you go all the way down and then all the way up over the bar. And when you start getting on a more professional level, you hold it for 3 to 6 seconds at the top, and then you're back down. Oh, I want to see it, man. That's why a lot of dudes in the fitness calisthenic community, they don't want to train with me, bro. Because I'm gonna expose a lot in front of y'all. Y'all be like, damn, but I've been seeing him doing hundreds of thousands of views. Yeah, because from the naked eye, when they training by themselves, it look like, oh my God, he's doing so many reps. Let him actually train in a professional way with an actual pro, and we'll see how many of them doing 100 push-ups in a row and all this shit. No, with all this extra momentum and forcing a body up. No, 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 no. Strict form where it's strictly targeting the chest. A lot of them not doing that, bro. If they've trained with some professionals, a lot of them will get exposed. There's only a couple guys in the calisthenic community I really rock with. That's my boy Scott Bernhardt, Fit Like Team Semi, and then my boy Akeem Supreme. I've been seeing some new guys popping up on the scene lately, and they've been doing their thing. But as far as like form wise, I be like, this is just to look good on camera. I could make a video live, bullshit in my form, and do a whole bunch of pull-ups in a row. Y'all be like, damn. But when it comes to strict form and really engaging the muscle, I'm not gonna sacrifice my form for no reps to look cool on camera. Nah, nah. I want perfect form so I can have a perfect physique. I want to get that full stretch on the lats. I want to get that full stretch. When you actually do it the professional way, okay, that's how you get that real goddamn pump. This was literally from 2 days ago. I didn't even know I was just pumped up until I went into the my phone and was looking at the video afterwards when I was posing. I didn't even know I was that pumped up. That's from doing them full range push-ups, them full range pull-ups, them full range dips. It's a lot more difficult. Yes, a lot more difficult when you got to do full range. It's easy when you doing half reps. Oh, that's easy, all right. It look cool for the camera. I want to see you doing actual perfect form, full reps. That's why I told y'all, man, to cop my ebook because I explain a lot of this in more in depth detail. A lot of people don't have the top shelf exactly. You noticed that, right? Oh, you noticed that too, right? Oh, you noticed that also, right? A lot of them don't. A lot. Oh, you notice that also. A lot of them don't. Don't get me wrong though. A lot of them they still got good physiques, but see, this is what they not telling y'all. A lot of guys that's in the calisthenic fitness community also are using shit. Because if you paid attention when I first came out, a lot of those guys were little. Once I started talking about my supplements, see, a lot of them got big, but they're not open and honest with y'all. They're not telling y'all that they're enhanced now. I know when I'm looking at enhancements. You can't tell me. I know, been there, done that. I can tell if you're using some type of supplement. You're not fooling me. Because when I look at previous videos before I hit the scene, right, and I'm looking at them and they form and and the way that they train and how little 95% of them was, and then once I popped out and was going viral, and talking about the stuff that I do, then how out of nowhere they just made a drastic change. Anybody that's really like that's really in this lifestyle could just see the difference and tell. But some of them is honest. I've been seeing a lot of them saying that they use She Legit, which I do think I want to try because some people say that it's legit, say it worked. I've seen a couple calisthenic athletes that actually say that it's real deal and it's legit. I don't know how real it is. I haven't tried it yet, but some guys say that it actually made a tremendous difference. I see some of them talking about She Legit and sea moss and all this other shit. I don't know. Yeah, I never tested it on my own to know if it's legit, but some people say it's a healthy alternative as far as a testosterone booster. Rip right, rip right. I like rip right. I like rip right, but the thing is with rip right, right? He weigh a lot less to me. So it go by weight class too, in my opinion. Like any sport, the same way MMA, boxing, wrestling, everything go by a weight class. So I believe Rip Wright could do a lot of pull-ups because he weighs a lot less and he's a lot shorter than me. I'm almost 6'3", so I got more, and I weigh a lot more than him. I believe Rip Ride only weigh like 150, 160. So you gotta understand, like shorter people, especially when it comes to fitness, have a benefit, especially when it comes to bench press, because they don't have the same amount of range of motion that taller men like me have. Like I gotta push more weight if I'm on a bench. If I'm doing pull-ups, right? I gotta pull a further range of motion than you because I'm taller than you. My arms is longer. On top of that, I weigh a lot more. Now, if I was 150 pounds, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do 40, 50 pull-ups in a row. When you're 220, 230 pounds like me, you're a lot taller. That's a lot more weight you gotta pull up. So a lot more weight. I've been doing a lot of skipping over the years. It kept me in good shape. Skipping, yeah, when you got shorter limbs, like everybody I know that's short, that workout, they could do a lot more push-ups because it's less range of motion. Everybody that I know that's short, that bench press, they have a for the ones that actually take it serious. They bench press is phenomenal because they don't have this. Their arms are shorter, so it's like when they grab the bar is already right here, and they just you're a taller guy. You got to bring the bar all the way down and then push it all the way the fuck back up. You're a taller guy doing pull-ups and you doing pull-ups, you actually going all the way down and all the way up over the bar. You have to accumulate and pull more weight. You gotta accumulate and pull. So yeah, I like Rip Wright. I ain't gonna lie, I was just watching Rip Wright earlier when he was battling the one guy, I believe his name is like Man Time Fitness or some shit like that. I seen him just pop on the scene recently. I think his name like Man Time or something like that. I don't really know him, but I know he's from like the DMV area. I was doing some research on him today. He's actually one of the athletes that he looked like he's a little bit stronger than the average calisthenic athletes. But I be seeing him adding like he not a weightlifter, but I be seeing him squatting. He claims squatting is not weightlifting. I could have sworn squatting was a part of weightlifting, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, because in weightlifting competitions, right, in powerlifting competition, they want to see how much you can squat, not body weight squat. They want to see how much you can bench press, deadlift. But I see that he said that he used She Legit. So and I'm not gonna lie, he look a lot stronger than your average calisthenic athlete. But at least he's honest and say what he's on though. See, I like the honesty with him because a lot of them dudes, I believe, I believe a lot of them are on stuff and they just not telling you. But when I did some research, I seen him battling Rip Right. I seen him battling Rip Right, and he lost, but he looked like he weigh a lot more than Rip Right, and he's a lot taller, and that makes a difference if you're gonna do a calisthenic competition. He weighs a lot more. So if he gotta do what was they doing, like 50 pull-ups or some shit or whatever, then he gonna have to pull more weight. I seen him when he battled Akeem Supreme earlier too. Akeem Supreme been in the game for a long time though. Akeem Supreme is like on an elite level. They like the same height, around the same size. I seen him lose to Akeem Supreme. I came more on a more elite level, but I seen him lose the rip right. But it's like it don't matter. Ain't no big deal. Like you a lot heavier than him and a lot taller, so that's expected. I'm about to get back on my weight gain. I've been training the box a lot of yeah, but as far as like what I learned, my UFC coach actually lived right up the street from me. I just seen him a couple of days ago when I got done doing my Cali. He's one of the ones that taught me, like, as far as when it comes to boxing or calisthenics, right? To do a lot of boxing. Excuse me, when it comes to boxing or MMA and stuff, to do a lot more calisthenics and just instead of focusing on weight. You don't rock with Master Shredder. Oh, I forgot about my boy Master. I don't really be seeing him post that much. I like Master Shredder. I don't really see him posting much. I ain't gonna lie, Master Shredder, his he stand out also. I forgot about my boy Master Shredder. I know who you talking about. Like I fuck with a lot of the guys in the New York scene. I've been seeing a lot of guys from different cities though popping on the calisthenics scene. And it's just starting to show me how much a lot of us New York guys is on a different level. And that's not no shade to them because everybody starts out at different levels and whatever the case may be. But I understand because a lot of this calisthenics stuff really went crazy on the New York side. So I understand, like, 'cause when I was looking at a lot of those athletes from other cities and states, though, they is starting to turn up. That's why I said I was looking at the DMV dudes, like it's like the Baltimore, Maryland, Washington area, the man time guy. They got something good going on. I was looking at this one guy or earlier, but I found that he's in jail. I was wondering why I haven't seen him. His name is something like I think it's like Mr. Watch Me Work. But I heard that he back in jail for some crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I heard he's in jail. Somebody was showing I ain't gonna lie, old boy back in jail. I don't know. He just threw away so much potential and opportunity. He's like viral like how I was in 2020. Like you just gave that up, bro, to go back to jail. And it's over something with him, I think, getting into it with a woman or something. Like, bro, you're tripping. You're viral. You're sitting on a gold mine. What are you doing? Like you're the new kid on the block. Everybody love to see the new kid on the block and want to see him win. Like you the new kid on the block. You always gonna when you got a good physique and you strong and you train a little different and you new, you gonna have your viral moment. It's like, bro, while you're viral, you're sitting in jail right now over some shit with a woman. You like I'm confused. I was wondering where he been at because I went to his Instagram like, damn, why is only old videos and pictures being posted? Then I'm going to his YouTube, he ain't been posting. And then somebody from the Washington area from he from made a video and was like, oh, it was my boy, what's his name? My boy Ant Glizzy. Shout out to Barber Son TV. He was showing that bro back in jail. And I'm like, damn, I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you, bro. I'm like, I was rooting for him, but I don't know, bro. Like, come on, you the new kid on the block. You supposed to be going crazy, bro. You ain't supposed to be sitting in no jail. You're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff right now, and that's gonna mess your brand up in sponsorships. And if people wanted to do business with you because you locked up, for, like I think he punched his baby mama or something. Then make sure I double tap the screen and like the live. We gotta do better, bro. We can't be posting. We can't be trying to help people then destroying ourselves. In all seriousness, like I understand we imperfect, we human, mistakes happen, but that's kind of like I don't know, bro. He just kind of like just. I feel like he crashed out. The best tip you show me is drinking the calories and tall just like that. Make it easier. I gotta get Sublime Conscious. Where he been? I remember him. I don't know where he went. A lot of guys when I first started on YouTube kind of disappear. I don't know what happened to him. But Mr. Watch Me Work. Hopefully he get out and still turn up and get focused. I understand, bro. Sometimes it could be a lot of pressure on you. Some people fold under the pressure and crack. Some people don't be ready for it also. Like I'm telling you, he gotta just lock in for real. Cause he got a lot of eyes on him in the fitness community. Like I seen him recently working out with Jim Jones. Like you got more doors open for you than I had because he was friends with Man Time Fitness. Then Man Time Fitness said that Mr. How much you, Mr. Watch Me Work started like dissing him. I'm like, y'all should be on the same team, bro. There's always this division in the calisthenic community. There's always this division. Like you should be trying to. Oh, good looking, Drew. Like it's always this division in the cat. Like and like I understand. I remember when I first went viral on YouTube. Some people don't be ready for the pressure. Some people don't be ready for the fact that there's a bunch of eyes on you. But in all seriousness, bro, like all you do is make it that people don't want to work with you when you don't have a level of professionalism. Like it gets to a point where even making sure you try to be careful. Like if you're not already out there and like super successful, it even get to the point where you got to be careful with cursing and saying and promoting certain stuff. Like I get it, we not human, but I mean we human, but still, you even got to get to the point where you change the vernacular in the way that you articulate yourself in the way that you like. You got to understand that you're a brand. You are a brand. So it's like I see Mr. What's his name, Mr. Watch Me Work, and I was rooting for him, but it's like, bro, you can't be like just crashing out and going straight to jail though. Like you're the new kid on the block with a lot of fame, and you got real viral. You got the door open for you right now. You got celebrities working out for you. None of us that started out in the calisthenics community had none of that. So for you to just, he ain't even been out of jail for a year and you already crashing out. And then you gotta understand he on parole too. Cause I did some research on him because I was wondering why he hasn't posted nothing. Not a live, not a reel. I'm like, he ain't posting nothing. He got too much eyes on him. That's kind of strange. I had to think about it. Like he ain't even at least made a 2-minute video. Comes to find out he's on parole. He's arrested right now for beating up his baby mother. Then they said recently it was something like he punched his baby mama. And then he slapped some old lady. Like I don't know what the fuck he got going on. So it's like, bro, you got your own little shit. You got so many doors open to you because you friends with Mankind Fitness. He got out of jail. You're on parole, so they're gonna violate him with parole. So he's gonna sit down because from what I found out he's been in jail like 6 or 7 months with no bond. You got your own She Legit company, your own CMOS company. Oh, forget that. You have social media where you always can make some type of bread. And there's all these doors open to you because you were fortunate enough to get out of jail and your homies was already making noise in the calisthenic community. This is what happened when you give people stuff though too easy and they don't work for it. You came out of prison, the DMV is already turning up. It's already a bunch of lit dudes from the DMV right now that's doing hundreds of thousands, millions of views. I seen the one dude, Mantime Fitness, getting 22 million views on one of his videos on Instagram. And his man just gave him the alley oop. And as soon as he put him on, Mantime, I mean, the dude, Mantime just helped him get on. Mr. Watch Me Work is in videos dissing him. I'm like, this is like crazy, bro. This is what I be talking about with this fitness stuff. There's so much division. It's division. Even me, it blocks me out all the time. Real talk. Like, be honest with you. Like, you gotta be able to, like, you gotta be able to like lock in. Like you too new for that, bro. You just got out of prison. You only been out like a damn near a year. I think he just did 8, 9 years. And you coming home beating up with your girlfriend. And you back in jail now. And just gave up all this motherfucking money, all this viralness for nothing. He took it. He ain't take it serious. To be honest with you, he didn't. It was given to him way too easy. It was given to him way too easy. He didn't have to really like he had an alley oop. He didn't have to really go viral on his own. His friends was already viral from the DMV area. So he was able to come home and watch it. His friends is already lit on Instagram and lit on YouTube and they already doing big battles. And they just gave him an alley oop. So that's why it's like I get it, but it's like, bro, I understand. Sometimes people don't be ready for the pressure and be able to keep up with it. It requires a lot. If people see it on social media and think that it's easy, especially when you went to fitness, that should require a lot if you're an athlete. Some people really don't be ready for it though. I think bro just wasn't really ready. Sea moss is bush and that's probably why I never bought it. I keep seeing stuff about sea moss and she legit, but I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, I ain't really been too like Everybody keeps saying get sea moss, and she legit, but I'm like, it's always these new hot supplements that come on the market, and I know for a fact you really don't need 90% of it. I know for a fact half of them supplements that they promoting and showing you don't need it. I'm telling you, it's a few good, genuine supplements you could use. A lot of them supplements is bullshit. I promise you. Telling you, I went down that dark path when I was young, spending money on a lot of these supplements, and it be fake. It don't even do nothing. And a lot of times, right, this is where a lot of these young wannabe bodybuilders fuck up, and they stay broke because half of these drugs and stuff that they buying, right, if they was actually tested at home, is not even what you think that you're buying. It's a concoction of bullshit. That's what a lot of these. That's why I'll be looking at a lot of these kids that I want to hop on steroids and gear. Half the time you're buying pro hormones. You're not even on the real shit. The real steroids really existed back in the day. A lot of this stuff nowadays is not real. Tell me for a fact. It's very rare is real vendors. I've watched professional bodybuilders cop all type of shit from different websites and test it and all be fake. I'd be sitting there like, see, half of it be fake. It just be a bunch of pro hormones put on a bottle with a fake little fucking label. It's just for your money. And then when I be looking at a lot of the younger guys, it's like, bro, you haven't even really pushed yourself to your genetic potential, your genetic limit. What the fuck are you talking about supplements for? All this pre-work cause depression and mental illness is all. It really does though. Like I noticed that's why I slowed down on it for real, for real. I'm gonna be honest with you. It started giving me like, I'm gonna be real with you. It started making me like feel like I was going through some type of psychosis. Like dead serious. Like it started making me feel like I was going through some real type of psychosis. And I was watching it. I thought I was tripping. I was watching what's those dudes' name? Hottie and the one dude, Unk, that workout at what's the name of that gym? What the fuck is that gym? I can't think of the gym, man. What is the name is that gym? I can't think of it right now. The dude Hottie and Unk. Like he was talking about how the pre-workout he take make him real emotional. The fact that causing long-term mental illness should be because a lot of the stuff that's in these pre-workouts have not even been approved by the FDA for real. For real. A lot of them have banned substances in it. Some of that should be laced with meth and all type of shit too. Like real talk. A lot of it has banned stuff in it that's really not even supposed to be. Because then on top of that, right? A lot of people don't know it. Not only do it be having banned substances in it, when you're mixing all of that shit in once. See, they're looking at a lot of people as just lab rats, and they want to see how it's going to have an effect on you. A lot of that stuff be banned, and they just turn it into a concoction. And they're also like, if you die taking it. We don't know. We don't take it. We just put a bunch of banned substances in once and stirred it up and selling it to you. That's what they're doing. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand, right? That some of them stuff, right? You're not even supposed to be mixing some of these supplements together. And they'll mix like 8, 9, 10, 11 different substances together and just sell it to you. You don't know if you're gonna have an allergic reaction or have a stroke, have a heart attack, have a fucking seizure. It's a like when I start doing research on a lot of these companies, a lot of this stuff is banned substances and they mixing all that shit together. Because I remember when I was coming up, it was not all these different pre-workout companies. It was very simple shit from Cellucor and like it was only a couple companies. Now it's thousands of companies. And then when I started doing research, half of them have not even been approved to even sell shit. So I'm like, how are they selling stuff to people? This does not even make fucking sense. When we was coming up back in the day, it wasn't all these different freaking pre-workout companies you could use. Yeah, they just want the money. Now you look up, it's 1,000 different pre-workout companies you can go to. My brother almost strangled someone he loves just out of his mind. Oh shit, see? It could make you literally. I was gonna say like that shit. I had to slow down on one of the ones that I was taking. I had to just switch. I had to switch because it just started making me feel like I wanted to fight every day, all day. Like it was abnormal. Like because I know it was just abnormal. I'm like, I don't be this damn aggressive. Like I was literally feeling like I wanted to like having murderous thoughts. Like this is not good for my mental. Like over the smallest dumb shit. I be in traffic and just be getting mad as hell at the traffic and like, bro, just stupid shit. I'm like, hold on, I'm tripping. A lot of that stuff because it's all type of bullshit they mixing in it. So the companies that's making it, they don't even use it. They're literally looking at the people like you're the lab rat. We want to see how it's gonna have an effect on you. We're gonna mix a bunch of bullshit up and sell it to you. And if it make you go crazy or fuck you up, that's on you because we don't even know and we don't use it. And it's not approved to even be, it's not even approved for human consumption, but we're just gonna mark it down that it's just this, and the third. But when you actually look at the labels and start looking a lot of these substances up, a lot of them is banned. People don't even know it. So when a lot of y'all be like, I don't want to do no drugs, but then you taking all type of supplements, you're on drugs. A lot of those drugs are banned. You can't use a lot of them. If you was a boxer or MMA fighter and you did a piss test, you wouldn't be able to fight. Did you know you can't even fight if you have too much caffeine in your system? They're not gonna fucking let you fight, especially in the UFC. If you piss and you got a certain amount of milligrams of caffeine in your system, they won't let you fight. This is a known fact. They won't even let you, they won't even let you have too much creatine in your system. It's a wrap. They won't even let you have too much beta alanine in your system. You can't fight. A lot of that stuff is banned low key. So when they got companies mixing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different things together, how can you pinpoint exactly what fucked you up? You lose memory and cognitive ability. That makes sense. Because a lot of these guys that I know that's actually a real deal gear, that half of them are fucking retards. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. And experiencing all type of side effects off camera. I know a lot of professionals, and a lot of them are literally idiots off camera. Like seriously, a lot of them are dumbasses. You'd be surprised. A lot of them are dumb as fuck off camera. A lot of people just don't know and literally losing their mind. Especially the guys that I know. Even for one of my friends that's an IFBB pro bodybuilder, he was telling me every time a couple of his bodybuilding friends start hopping on Trent, everybody stay the fuck away from him because they start literally like they're no longer the same person. Like it does something to them. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know that about too much caffeine. You can't. Yeah, even in the Olympics, if you test too high levels of caffeine, you can't compete. If you're in a boxing match and then before you got a piss test, half of these fighters, that's why I say half these fighters are on illegal shit anyway. And at the end of the day, it's stuff that you could take to pass the drug test, and them shits is really in your system. A lot of them is cheating for real, for real. I'm telling you for a fact. A lot of niggas is cheating. I'm telling you for somebody that's in this athletic lifestyle, it's stuff that you could take where you could be completely juiced up and it won't even show in your fucking piss test. So you can't even all the way trust the test. But a lot of that stuff you can't fight with that shit, bro. Because you can kill somebody. Literally. You can kill somebody, bro. If you look at a lot of the banned substances that's in the UFC, half of that stuff is just regular stuff they got in stores that you can buy. So most of you people that be like, oh, I don't want to do drugs or I want to stay natural or whatever the case may be. Some of that is good for some of y'all because a lot of this stuff nowadays will make you go crazy. And then you got some people that's like, well, I don't smoke and I don't drink and I don't do this, but you taking all type of banned substances that will make you go fucking nuts. I'm telling you, that's why I was just telling them earlier. I'm like, bro, you don't really need all them supplements like you think, bro. Yeah, I feel more aggressive and moody if I have too much caffeine. That's what it does to you. It plays with your mental. It does. It plays with your mental. You can start literally feeling crazy. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I've been slowed down with a lot of shit. It can make you go crazy. I'm telling you, yes, it has its pros and its cons, but it can make you go crazy. Real talk, it can make you go crazy. And I was seeing some pro fighters was saying don't use pre-workout and stuff like that, especially before you have to fight. I forgot the exact scientific reason behind it, but like David Benavidez and them boys was talking about it. Like, don't use that bullshit. He was like, some fighters do, but he was saying something like you'll gas out a lot quicker off it. I don't know exactly why, but he was saying something about it. I think he was talking about it during his stream with Ryan Garcia. He was saying like, don't do that shit. Shit'll fuck you up in the long run. So that's why I'm training right now without nothing. I'm just like, fuck it, bro. Like, I know I can't do the most pull-ups. I'm not doing 30, 40 pull-ups in a row, but I want to see what my body can do without being chemically enhanced. Because I know what I could do with chemicals. I've used supplements. I never hopped on a straight gear. I used supplements many times in my life. When you chemically enhance, you could become dependent on it and feel like you become to the point where you're relying on it and you don't want to do shit no more. Like now you're not even really pushing yourself to your limit because now if you don't got no supplements, you don't want to train today. You don't want to do shit today. That's why when bro earlier was asking like, oh, should I use MK677? Like, bruh, you do know a lot of science are technically classified as just milder steroids. They all just roids that has changed the fucking name. Like you do understand that, right? That's like if I had opened up like 4 or 5 different grocery stores, but I just changed the name for tax reasons. For to not have to pay so much in taxes. It's all still the same shit ran by the same conglomerate. So it's like you're in your early 20s and shit. You shouldn't even be thinking about that shit for real, for real. You want to be honest with you. The hormones are already at fucking peak levels. And then if you're not even getting paid off of it in a pro, like are you in the NFL or the NBA? Are you on TV? It's like like the risk to gain factor gotta make sense. If you're just doing it to look like a cool guy in the gym and risking shutting down your hormones permanently, it's like Larry Wills is infertile. He can't have kids unless he get aided and assisted by a doctor. If you want to be shut down in your 20s and shut down your natural hormonal production, cool. If you want to be shut down, be shut down then. Yeah. You want to shut down, shit, shut it down then. If you don't care about your natural hormone production, shut it down then. If you think that that's worth it, plus it dehydrates the pump, sure it does. If you want to sit here, you want to hop on fucking SARMs, and you're in your early 20s, by the time you're 30 years old, you can't even naturally make babies. If you think that that's worth it, and you're not getting millions of dollars out of it, that's on you. You want to, if you want to literally, because you do know, like when you start playing with actual real performance enhancers, oh yeah, the caffeine does. That's a fact. My nurse actually taught me that because I had to, I never told nobody this in 2017. When I used to be drinking a whole lot of coffee. I actually had to go to the doctor. I was so fucked up off the caffeine that they thought I was going to have to be on dialysis. Like I was a step away from kidney failure. And the nurse had told me that when you drink caffeine within an hour, you need to be drinking water because it's dehydrating you too much. And when they did my blood work, they said my caffeine levels was way too elevated. I used to be at work and just drinking it all day, but not drinking no water. And the nurse and the doctor was telling me like, yo, if you don't drink water and you drinking all this coffee, you'll fuck around and die. Like they was scared for me to leave. They had me hooked on an IV for like 6 or 7 hours and had me just drinking mad water. And I was like, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I could leave now. And they kept saying like, yo, you do know. They made me sign this like waiver, like so they wouldn't get in trouble. They was basically like, yo, if you leave, it's a strong chance you might be go through kidney failure and need dialysis because you got too much caffeine in your system, way too much, and you haven't flushed it out your system. You haven't drunk no water. Your muscles and your body's completely dehydrated. So that's why I be trying to tell a lot of these young men, like, bro, all that not drinking water stuff, but then you want to be out here. Playing around with supplements and all this, you've lost your mind. You're going to severely injure yourself. This is why this stuff is left to professionals. You're a younger man and you haven't studied this stuff and went through the trials and tribulations. You don't know what you're doing, especially if you don't get your blood work done. You got some men that hop on steroids and gear while they're young in their 20s, right? And I'm telling you right now, a lot of y'all, for the young men, gonna have heart attack. A lot of them don't even know, and I only know this from knowing professional bodybuilders. Every month you have to donate a certain amount of blood because your blood becomes too thick. So the heart has to work overtime to try to pump the right amount of blood to your heart. It's a certain amount of gallons you need to pump to the heart, and the heart starts to struggle. A lot of them don't even know that because they don't get their blood done, their blood work done. And they're not actually training with pros. They just seen some guy on the internet who looked like he's in shape and he's promoting gear and steroids, and they just hop on it, and you don't even know what the hell you're really fucking doing. On top of you don't know the real amount of hours of cardio you're supposed to do on top of that. Because cardio strengthens the heart and makes it pump harder. You don't even know the importance behind hopping in the sauna afterwards and the hot tub if you are on steroids and gear. Because it makes the blood be able to circulate more. This is you see so many bodybuilders, right? The bodybuilding community is real dark. Okay. That's why I don't bodybuild no more. That's why a lot of them die. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just see some guys in videos promoting, oh, use gear. Okay, you say so. They're gonna fuck you up. I'm telling you. This is why so many guys, when I first came out in the fitness community, they shunned me and made me the black sheep because they seen that I was exposing a lot of them for being on gear and never hopped on gear, and I don't got nowhere near the crazy side effects that they got, and they already done fucked their body up for the rest of their life. So a lot of them feel some type of way. And I've been telling people you don't need that shit. Like I studied this stuff. A lot of these guys are just like like lab rats. They came up around somebody that was using all type of chemical enhancements, just hopped on and did no research and didn't learn that you could build your body without that. So a lot of guys is in jail that don't got shit. They just doing push-ups all fucking goddamn day. Some dudes doing 10, 15,000 push-ups a fucking week and just eating and going to sleep and waking up big as hell. Like, what are you talking about? And look better than a lot of these average bodybuilders don't even look good. I see so many dudes in commercial gyms that's on gear, it's ridiculous. You'd be surprised. I've seen dudes real deal on trend and weak as fuck in the gym. Like, what the hell, bro? What? You know how many times I've been in the locker room, dudes coming to me, what's your cycle? I'm like, cycle? I don't fucking use gear, bro. I never use TRT, HRT, or steroid a day in my fucking life. What are you talking about? I don't pin needles. I never used the oral steroid. What are you talking about? Oh, well, I'm on trend and I'm like, what? You on trend? And you that week? I just had this happen. Thank you, RSVP. I just had this happen to me like I say a couple months ago. Some dude that's on trend was having a conversation with me and he thought that I was on gear and he was on trend. And I was just looking at his physique like this is so average. Because a lot of people has been misled by social media to think that you have to have gear or steroids to be strong, ripped, and have a good physique, and that's not true. And I'm not trying to, once again, I'm not saying jail is a good thing. I don't wish that on anybody. God forbid. But I'm telling you from what I've seen in my own observative reality, a lot of those guys don't got shit. And they make a lot of these pro athletes and bodybuilders look horrible. That's how it dawned on me as a young man, 16, 17, 18, 19 in jail, seeing these dudes humongous and ripped and swole and vascular. And these dudes just eat and do basic calisthenics. And these dudes is walking around looking like professional bodybuilders that should be on stage. I'm like, you don't need gear. These boys been fucking lied to by social media. But they trying to sell you a fucking program. Or they trying to act like they some genetic anomaly or some specimen. I know your cap. You cannot fool me. I could look at 97% of people and know if you're on something. I could tell by the hydration in the muscle. I can tell. You can fool the naked eye who don't know. I can tell. But I also done seen dudes that's not on no gear benching 405 for a fact. I've seen dudes 170 something pounds benching 405 like it's nothing. Looking better than dudes that's on gear. And these dudes is just, they don't even have access to all the food and supplements and all this luxury to a gym that these guys got. These dudes got the bare minimum. Bare minimum. Looking like they should be on TV. So I had to take the good out of a bad situation because from being young, seeing this, I'm like, how the fuck is these guys built like this? This makes no sense. What's crazy? Story muscle don't stick. One thing happens is these dudes shrink in a month. Exactly. A lot of it starts to turn to fat. And then what I've learned from an actual guy that was on gear, he told me that he's actually weaker than what he was naturally before he ever hopped on gear. He told me that when he would hop off gear, he was so weak he couldn't even lift a fucking chair because his hormones were so out of whack from abusing gear. And then I had another friend, right? He from a famous family, so I ain't gonna say his last name. I'm just gonna say I had another friend named Mike. He from a real famous fight family. A lot of his family members is like fighters and shit, professionals in the UFC, they legends. But he was young when he hopped on like I think it was Deca. It was like Deca and some type of TRT and some other. Yeah, he was on like 4 or 5 different steroids, and he was humongous. He a rich white boy. He's still my homie. He was humongous. Come on, animal. He got off it for a month, lost all his gains, started dealing with serious mental health issues. Actually stopped him from killing himself. I ran into him the one day, and his like he was having problems downstairs. Like he was dealing with erectile dysfunction. He told me that his balls have shriveled up because when they start hopping on gear, their natural testosterone production is no longer. So your testicles basically say, well, since we're not pumping testosterone, they just stop. They just go offline basically. Because your body basically says, I'm taking in so much unnatural testosterone, I no longer got to pump my own natural testosterone, so your balls not working no more. And he was dealing with all type of mental side effects afterwards. And then the time I ended up running into him, and I was having a long talk with him for over an hour. And he had a gun on him, and he told me like, "Yo, bro," and mind you, he's rich. His girl at the time, her name Taylor, she had left him. I remember Taylor. She left him and started fucking another guy. Like he was just going through it. She left him, and it's probably because of the gear use. He couldn't really satisfy her no more. He was already dealing with all type of physical and mental side effects, and he was telling me like, "Yo, bro, I'm about to like." The nigga was crying. He gave me a hug. He showed me his little suicide letter. Was like, "Bro, I'm about to kill myself after I leave you." Like he came to link up with me to tell me that. I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? And he was telling me all the side effects that he been experiencing since he been on gear since he was young. He was like, his mental wasn't right no more. That stuff will fuck you up. I've been there, done this with athletes, with pros. And he used to be on stage competing at the highest levels and all of that. I know a bunch of IFBB pro guys. He used to be on stage competing and all that. And he was telling me like his mental was no longer, bro, he wasn't mentally stable no more. Once they come off that shit, they be dealing with they come suicidal by ideation and become depressed and miserable. They actually get a lot weaker than what they originally was, and they lose a lot of their muscle and their strength. They just deflate. They be like a shell of who they originally was. So I understand why guys that like, and once again, I'm not promoting jail, saying jail is a good thing. I don't want nobody to go there, God forbid. But unforeseen things can happen. So I was able to see how big those dudes is without gear. And then like even when I look at pictures of my oldest brother, even my sperm donor ass father. These boys was all big as hell. Just running my family. Every one of them. Like I seen pictures of my father, quote unquote father. When he was like 19, 20, he was humongous. One of his friends ended up showing me. It's so crazy. I was in the gym about a year or two ago, and this one dude walked up to me. He was like, "You such and such, son." I was like, "What you talking about?" I guess he grew up with my sperm donor. He was like, "Bro, you look identical to him." And then he showed me a picture of him bodybuilding back then. I didn't even know. I don't know him. I didn't know that he was a bodybuilder, did none of that shit. And he was just telling me how crazy genetics is. 'Cause I don't know him. Never really seen him, never really been around him ever in my life. So when I seen how big a lot of those guys was, I learned a lot of their secrets being around them. I'm like, oh, they just be programming all the time. They're just eating the right food. They're eating a lot of carbs, even though carbs can be considered not healthy, whatever, because they say it converts to sugar. But them boys was humongous. Especially some of the guys that I met that was in the military that told me the same thing about the carbs. So that's why it's like it's easy for me to know like you could program a lot more than what you think, but you just been confused by social. It's a lot more difficult. See, because people want it to happen overnight. Niggas want it to happen overnight. Things that just happen overnight, as far as when it comes to the body, sometimes could be shit that's at the detriment of your life. You think you just going like people just want to wake up and just have gains and muscle and all this other shit. It come with side effects. So it could be at the detriment of your life. Real talk. So I understand why when I first popped out on YouTube in 2020, everybody's like, he's on steroids. I'm like, if you say so. That's why I was just trolling, letting I was just going along with that. First, like, if you say so, I'm on steroids. Like, I can't fucking tell you where to buy a steroid. I ain't on no fucking steroid. I done been around a lot of steroid users. I know a lot of them. I never hopped on it though. Shout out to my boy Louis. He was actually on steroids since we was young, like 23, 24. He told me not to get on that shit. The stuff he started going through afterwards. Louis was that boy, though, I'll be honest with you. We used to call him the Puerto Rican bottle. He was that boy. He was juiced to the fullest, though. And he's one of the real ones that I got nothing but respect for in my city because when I was skinny and little, I almost went down that path because that was my friend. And I was talking to him about it. He was like, bro, I don't know how he seen it in me because I was a toothpick. He kept saying, you don't need it, bro. I can tell when I'm watching you work out. I thought he was gatekeeping back then. Like, what? Our boy Louis kept telling me, like, bro, you don't need it. You don't need that shit, bro. I was a toothpick. I don't know how he was able to see it in me. He's like, you don't need that shit, bro. Some people don't need it. You don't need it. I could tell when I'm looking at you train, bro. He was already like 200 and like 50, 60 ripped. He was my age. I'm like, what the fuck? And then one of our other friends, right, tried to be like my friend Louis and hopped on gear for like a year, lost all his hair, started dealing with all type of physical issues, and then when he hopped off, he lost all of it. And he basically something like he wished he wouldn't have did it. It's like at that point, you might as well have just took it all away and become a professional bodybuilder. It was no point of you starting and just stopping, because now you're just dealing with the side effects now. It was no point. But he wanted to be like our friend Louis. He wanted to be just like him. And he hopped on it and it has a different reaction, everybody. It messed him up bad. Like I remember he was telling me in the locker room, one day he took his hat off and all this part of his shit was just gone. I'm like, what the fuck? He's only like 27. And he said that happened to him just from a year of being on gear. And he hopped off of it and just lost all his gains and just started trying to train natural. It has a different reaction. Yeah, it ain't no shortcut. All them shortcuts, that shit don't last, bro. Be honest with you. All that trying to do shortcuts and all that other stuff, bro, shit don't last. But I understand why a lot of guys be wanting to take the shortcuts because this stuff is difficult. It's not super easy. Fitness came for me kind of easy because I feel like some things do be a genetic thing. Some people are genetically gifted. I know I'm one of them. I'm literally in the top 1%. That's why you can't let just because you see somebody on social media make you feel like less than or feel like you can't do it because some things are genetics. Everybody not just benching 4 or 5 without steroids. That does not just happen. Very rarely you'll go into a commercial gym and see somebody that could just bench 4 or 5 like it's nothing. But you can't let that shit discourage you though, because some people get discouraged. Some people are just genetically gifted and genetic specimens. That's a real thing. Ronnie Coleman was genetically gifted. Mike Tyson was genetically gifted. Some people it's just a bloodline thing. But even if you're not genetically gifted, you can still activate. It's just gonna take a little bit more time and more work you gotta put in. That's just what it is. Some people just got the genetics for it. Some people are literally running their blood. Like people, a lot of people in my family are big as hell. Like it's a lot of people that's in my family that was pro athlete. I got a cousin that's a professional boxer. One of my uncles was in the NBA. Another one of my cousins was in the motherfucking was in the NFL. Like some people, it's a genetic thing. But just because you may not have the best genetics, that don't mean like some people use that as an excuse. Like, well, I don't got the genetics. So what? So so what? That don't mean you still can't really put on no size and put on no muscle. It does not matter. You may not look exactly like me, but you could be good as far as with your own physique. That don't mean nothing. Some people just got the genetics to put on size because some things are genetic. That's why you have heavyweights, the super heavyweights. Some of the dudes that like their genetic potential is only 200 pounds. Everybody not gonna just be naturally 220, 230 pounds ripped. That does not just happen. Some things are passed down through your genes. But at the end of the day, I don't even be looking at it like I don't honestly think that I got the big diesel shit passed down to me because I was a toothpick. If you look at pictures of me, let me see, because people don't be understanding why I be like, yo, bruh, some things is just if you gonna put the work in. Because this was me before I started taking this calisthenics and fitness serious. So I know everything, not just about no, bruh, because I was a toothpick. I was little. I was not big. I just be smoking weed and off drugs all day. I was not big at all. So I know if I can do it, that's why I don't be want to hear that though. 'Cause I was like, bro, I was little as hell, bro. I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. I was a small little guy. If I was able to program, you could program. I was little as hell, bro. I know what I'm talking about. Yes, it was difficult. Yes, it was a lot of pain. Okay. But I could see even then you had the frame to put on most. That's what my boy Lewis was saying. I don't know how Lewis knew. When I was that size, I used to be going to the gym. My friend Louis be looking like, I don't know how the fuck he lifting all of this. I'm be honest with you. I asked Louis, I'm like, yo, bro, should I hop on gear? He was like, no, you don't need it. I didn't know what the fuck. I thought he was just gatekeeping. I was a toothpick working out with him. He used to always be telling me, like, yo, but you know what's crazy? Now that I'm older, when I was in the gym a couple months ago, it was certain dudes that I could look at and tell, like, yo, he could be the next top athlete if he focused and disciplined. Now I could understand it now that I think about it. How Lewis was able to point it out with me. Cause I see certain guys when I would be in the gym a couple months ago, be like, if he really put on some mass and really lock in with training, he could be a problem. But I was a skinny toothpick. So if I was able to bulk up, and mind you, that's why I say some things are genetics, because this is only me at 220 pounds. I look like I'm 240 something pounds. Some things are genetics though. Some people do got the genetics for it. So you can't get discouraged. But that's why I be trying to put everybody on to what helped me. That's why I dropped my ebook. That's why I dropped my ebook. Letting people know exactly what worked for me. And I feel like if it worked for me and I was a toothpick, it can work for you. It took some time though. I ain't just wake. It took, like, you gotta understand, I've been training for 10 years straight. Okay. Literally 10 years. 10 years. I played ball my whole life. Your shoulders, forearms, chest, and posture. Because my boy Lewis used to be telling me when I was a toothpick, like, bruh, you don't need no gear. Stop it. It's like, what is he talking about? I'm 150 pounds. What the fuck is he talking about? He's like, no, don't hop on it. I'm not gonna put you in no fucking gear. And that was the best advice he ever gave me. Shout out to my boy Lewis. I actually hope that I can run into him one of these days. Cause he'll be able to tell y'all. My boy Lewis is the one that told me, like, you don't need it. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. So yeah, that's why I told everybody, if you trying to really hop on your shit, the ebook is on my YouTube channel. You could just go to my YouTube channel. I got a good amount of ebooks for the fellas. I got my ebook for the ladies about to drop within the next couple hours. It take a little minute to get it approved. I was in the gym today. Some dude thought I was 250. I'm like, nah, I'm only 170, 180. See, because muscle looks more dense and heavier than fats. People right now that know me were like, that's why when the one guy, right, when I was at the park working out, this one guy came up to me, right, and was trying to get me to train him, right? But I had to respectfully decline. Because he was talking about he only want to pay me $50 a week. I was like, no, 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 no. You can pay me $50 a day. He was like, no, I can't afford that, bro. I was like, well, just take that $50 and go to, like, get my ebook. He's like, so how can I purchase your ebook? So when I went to my YouTube channel and I was showing him a couple of my videos, but then he looked at me. He was like, bro, you look way fucking bigger in person. I'm like, cause bro, it's a camera. You'll never be able to fully see what somebody look like with the camera. I'm like, but just cop my ebook then. I'm gonna be honest with you. You better off taking that 50 and just get my $9 book, bro. Cause it's like, well, I'm a beginner. I was like, if you give me like $200 a week, because you want me to train with you every day out the week, on top of you want me to give you my secrets to dieting, I'm like, bro, you might as well just save your bread from your check you told me you work and just get my $67 book. It come with the meal plan. I was like, cause I kept it real with you. You're gonna save a lot more money with that book than trying to hire. I was like, cause a lot of these personal trainers charge more than me, and I'm a professional. A lot of them, I know trainers that charge clients $2,500 a month, 5, 6 bands a month. This is a fact. I'm like, so you might think that I'm head crass. I'm saying $200 a week. I know coaches that charge way more than that. Way, way, way more than that. You go try to get one of these coaches like Coach Greg Doucette, and he charging fucking $5,000 a month. Then you won't be complaining if you meet a coach, okay, and he only want 400, he only wants $600 a month or $800 a month. Go get one of these real professional trainers, right, and see how much they charge you. That's why I was like, yo, bro, you don't even understand that I'm actually helping you save a lot more money than what you're gonna spend with a lot of these coaches. Just go cop my book, and I was like, I got a couple other books coming out as far as bodybuilding. You'll save a lot more money and you'll have the information downloaded to your phone. Because if you go up in one of these goddamn gyms, well, a lot of these coaches, you try to hire, I know I got a coach I got a friend that's a professional IFBB pro coach, and he do like a lot of online coaching, and he charged no less than 2 bands a month to train people. So you might think that I'm wild and saying 200. I'm actually giving you a deal, but I can't do no $50 a week respectfully. On top of, you want me to be around you 4 or 5 days out the week, training with you for an hour or two a day, on top of showing you how to eat, bro. You don't under. That's why I was telling, like, bro, just respectfully cop my book, because you don't know how much money this stuff really costs, bro. And you'll save a lot more money. Because when you get out here in this fitness industry and you see how much these coaches is charging, You'll start seeing that I'm actually doing, because I'm trying to look out for my people that's still in the trenches. For some of y'all that may be in your early 20s or whatever, I get it. Life happens. You may not really be able to afford to really get an online coach or a real personal trainer, and you might be just barely getting by with your job. That's why I made a little cheap $9 one with a lot of good, it's still a lot of good information in that one. It was only nine fucking dollars. Like, it's still a lot of good information, $9. And I'm telling you right now, you go get one of these pro coaches, they gonna head crack the fuck out you. Everybody not as lenient as me. I know some coaches who got cookbooks and they charging $400 or $500 for their books. Wow, mine is $67. Go look at go get you one of these other coaches and see how much they charge you. And I look better than a lot of them. And I'm giving you the game for the absolute low. That's why I know, because I know that I'm doing a good service for the people, it's gonna take off. 'Cause I know coaches that's charging way more than that. I'm like, I was telling the dude, like, bro, you don't know how much these coaches charge? He's like, no, I'm new. He looked like he was in like his early 30s or something. I'm like, bro, these coaches be charging 5, 6 bands a month. That's regular professional coaches. You crazy? How you think them boys be rich like that? Them boys charging a lot more to learn the game. They not just, but they not about to just put you on to be taking the time out to linking up with you and texting you and on the phone with you and checking in with you all throughout the day and teach you how to eat. They're not doing that for no fucking $50 a week. You've lost your mind. Like, seriously, like, well, that's all I could afford. Well, respectfully, it's like I told them, you could just go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and you could just get my $9 book. If you start feeling like you start taking it a little serious, get the $17 book. When you actually like really done locked in and you taking it a lot more serious, you get the $37 book. You ask me for the diet plan, cop my $67 book. It's easy for you to cop the books and just read and actually retain the information, and you keep it forever. You keep it forever. You forever got it. So even if you forget, you'll forget 90% of what I say in the video. If you got a book, you can always go back and study and read. It's different when you can read. You retain the information a lot more. You program the mind and the body a lot easier. Because I don't know about y'all, I'm one of the type of people, I gotta read. That's how I learned the secrets to this shit. I can't just watch a video. Because I know it's statistically proven. People will forget, people will forget um majority of what you say within 10 minutes. This is a fact. That's why I made a book. This would be a lot more because you could actually sit down and study. If you can't afford a $9 book, you shouldn't be on YouTube right now. Your ass need to be on Indeed.com. Okay. If you can't afford a $9 book, you should not be on here right now. Okay. Your ass need to be on Indeed.com. And don't be I told y'all the other day, don't be driving with your seat leaned back. You need to sit that motherfucker all the way up so you could be seeing these jobs when your ass driving. If you ain't got $9 to get a nice little cheap book, it's one for $9. Okay. It's right on my YouTube page. So once you go to home and you scroll down, it's right there. It's right there. Let me go back to it. If you can't afford a little $9 book, maybe you shouldn't be on YouTube. Be honest with you. You shouldn't be on YouTube, okay? You download it right to your phone. You have all the information. So even days, you might have a day where you like, I don't even feel like going to bro live. Cool. We have days like that. You can just read. You might have a day where you're like, I ain't trying to go to bro live. I ain't trying to hear shit he talking about. I'm trying to learn from him, but I ain't in the mood to listen to nobody. You got it downloaded right on your phone. I'm on day 3. I'm only on day 5. Tomorrow is day 6. The pump has already been getting ridiculous. This was from 2 days ago. This is literally from 2 days ago, this pump. But you know, your pump also comes from the food that you be eating also though. If you've been carbing up for that week. So don't think that you just gonna wake up like that the next damn day. That's why I be trying to explain to people it's a secret with the diet. You gotta cop the $67 book to learn the secret on how to eat to actually get the right pump. It's about what you've been putting in your body the week or two previous. That's going to determine how your pump look. It just depends what you put up. This was no, this is from no, this was from 3 days ago. This is from 2 days ago. And this was from earlier. But see, I've been doing this stuff for so many years that it's like second nature to me because I've been doing it for so long. So that's why when people kept saying, "Oh, you got small like 2 months ago and a couple weeks ago," I'm like, bro, I know what to eat and how to program. It's muscle memory also. And the thing about muscle memory is once you got it, once your DNA, it's like a download. Once your body has downloaded inside your DNA, your genetic molecular structure be different forever. You actually could put on more size and more muscle. A lot of people don't know that. It's an importance behind muscle memory. Just it bounce it just come right back, to be honest with you. So when guys be saying, "Well, you were bigger in your 20s." Okay, well let's go to some pictures of me in my 20s. 'Cause don't get me wrong, I definitely was still big. Don't get me wrong. Let's look at a picture of me without really too much of the pump. This was me in my 20s when I was bodybuilding. This was me bodybuilding. Still was big, but I could see the difference. This was me bodybuilding. Okay, cool. That's bodybuilding. All right, cool. But then when you go to me when I was hitting the calisthenics, it's way different. Let's go back to me just from a couple of days ago. Only on day fucking, what was it, day 3. This is day 3. This is day 3. So I have no idea what they was talking about when they said, "Oh, Jay, he lost it." And this is just from basic calisthenics, not even no weights, and push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. That's all I did this day. And I think I did some burpees, if I'm not mistaken. That's it. Nice little simple basic day. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. That's why we're doing this 90-day challenge. And that don't mean every single day you go. I might only be able to work out 10 minutes tomorrow, 15 minutes tomorrow. It don't matter as long as you do something. That's the secrets with it. As long as you do something. I might only be able to do 15 minutes tomorrow because tomorrow is day 6 in a row. No break. I might only be able to do 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Do something. This is for the mental also. It's not even just for the physique and the look. This is being able to push them barriers. This is to build that mental toughness and that mental resilience because most of this stuff is mental. Nigga, that specific day, I was tired and didn't even feel good. I was low-key tired as hell and it was cold as hell outside. I'm like, damn, it's almost summertime. It's only 50 degrees out. The wind blowing. Been raining the last week. I didn't feel like going out there. I'm be honest with you. I did not feel, I'm be honest with you. I'm like, bro, I don't feel like doing this shit today. But I'm like, I already was telling them, I already said that I'm gonna do the challenge. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I was sitting like, bro, I don't even feel like doing this shit today. God damn, bro. I'm not even in the mood to do this shit today. God damn, I'm not in the mood to do this shit today. Be real with you. Nigga, I woke up that next day, bro. My body was feeling sluggish. I'm like, damn, this is the difference when you're not on no type of supplements and shit. Like, god damn, I was feeling tired as hell. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I was in the house, nigga. I woke up like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I knew I had to go program. I'm sitting there like, oh, hell no. But I already told them I'm gonna do it. And I told them I'm gonna record it. I gotta be a man of my word. I got 80 something more days. God damn. I got I got 80 something more days. I'm like, I already told them I'm gonna do it. God damn. So yesterday was day 5. Yeah, yesterday was day 5. I got 85 more days to go. So later on today is day 6. Then I got 84 more days to go. I'm just trying to knock these shits down by 10. So then when I'm at day 70, I'm like, okay, we at day 70. All right, cool. Okay, we got 70 more days. Excuse me. We got 70 more. Okay, we got 60 more. We got 50 more. Once I start getting down to the 40s and 30s, like, okay, I got this. I got this. I got this. We could do this, bro. This ain't that difficult. The first couple of days, because I ain't really trained in months. I'm telling y'all. I will go to the gym and do little bullshit exercises. Wasn't even really doing nothing. Now I'm more fired up because when we was having this conversation about calisthenics like a week ago, and people kept saying, "Oh, bro, you got to start by posting your pre-recorded videos, and you don't look as big as you was a few years ago." I'm like, bro, y'all don't even understand. If only you understood how calisthenics would make you way bigger. It's not hard for me to pump back up. This stuff is second nature. Like, it's not hard. People that have been seeing me in real life the last couple days, but all I've been like, you look huge. I'm like, this is only, I haven't even done a full 7 days. This is only one. So what I'm trying to tell you is, imagine them dudes that be in jail for 2 or 3 years straight that have been programming almost every single day and on they diet correctly. That's why they get big like that. Imagine them guys have been programming for a year straight with barely taking days off. And I'm only doing 90 days, 3 months. Then I'm gonna chill a little bit. I'm gonna show you how 90 days can make a difference. Real talk, permanently. Real talk. I can't, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sure about 90 days. I know tomorrow, which is later on today, technically, since it's already 150 where I'm at, I'm more likely ain't gonna feel like doing it again. I'm still gonna get up and do it though. Shit, more likely ain't gonna feel like doing it again, be honest with you. Because I did not feel like doing it yesterday or the day before. Nigga, I woke up, my back was hurting, my chest was goddamn hurting. I'm be honest with you. My triceps was already feeling burnt out and I didn't even work out. I'm like, God damn. Abs was hurting, shoulders. Be honest with you, I'm like, damn. I don't know, man. I was already feeling a little. I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling like shit. I don't want to do this shit. But after the first set, when I warmed up, I'm like, oh, I'm good. Once you start getting into the motion of it, you be like, man, that's why I just be doing it and just getting it out the way early in the morning. Just get it over with. Telling you. But I wake up and it's like 8, 9 o'clock. Just get it over with. Don't even think about it. That's my motto. Don't you? Some people be overthinking. Just get it out the way. I'm telling you, get it over with. If I wake up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I'm just getting it over with before the day even start. Get it the fuck over with. Just do it and get it over with. Even if it's only 30 minutes, 15 minutes, so what? Because guess what? The average man ain't doing nothing. Just get it over with. Go out there and do what you can. Everybody not going to be doing 20, 30 in a row and doing 4, 5, 600 push-ups a day, especially when you kind of new. Get it over with. Do what you can. Push yourself, but do what you can. If you only could do 10 minutes because you kind of a beginner, cool. Ain't no big deal. Cool. Ain't no big deal. If I only could do 10 pull-ups in a row tomorrow, I'm just gonna be doing sets of 10 pull-ups. If I only could do like 5, 10 dips each set, sure I'm doing 5, 10 dips. That's how it go. You just got to program. I know I'm hitting my 90 days, bro. I know everybody ain't gonna be able to do 90 days, but I see you said you on day 3. So you'll be done around the time I'm done. So that mean by August, everybody should be done. The ones that's participating. Unless you slip up and take 1 or 2 days off, I'm telling you, you're gonna wish you ain't take that day off. That could have been another day where you was getting done early. I ain't taking no day off. I'm making sure I record all of this shit. I ain't taking no day off. Make sure I got everything recorded and got all my evidence and proof. Not a single day. Yeah, I ain't taking no day off. I got that dog meat. It's time to prove it. The real one's gonna prove it. Cause I ain't taking no day off. It's easy to take a day off. Oh, let me just chill today and relax. I'm on day 6. Oh, let's get it. Oh, we got some hitters in the chat. We got somebody on day 6. Let's go. All right, bet that. We got somebody on day 6. That's what I like to hear. We got somebody on day 6. All right, bet. We got some people turning up with me. I thought it would just be on my dolo. We got somebody on day 6. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We got somebody on day 6. Let me find out y'all turning up with me. Oh, I ain't just on my dolo. I got somebody on day 6. All right, bet that. All right, we got some people on day 6. Let me find out. Oh, let me show the pump. Let me show you the pump. They already wilding on my. They already wilding on my Facebook because the pump. Let me show you the pump. I didn't even show you this. This was in the other workout. This was in the middle of the workout. I'm like, man, I ain't even on nothing. I'm just chilling. This ain't even nothing crazy. This was in the middle of my workout earlier. This was earlier. It's 3 hours ago. This was earlier. This only day 5. This only day 5. They know how I go in my town already. I don't know why they acting like it's something new. This only day 5. This day 5. This only day 5. We about to go crazy. I'm telling y'all. It's only day 5. This is day 5, bro. This is chill. This is only day 5. We going crazy. This only day 5. Mark my words, bro. Once we get to day 10, it's gonna look even crazier. This is only day 5 of programming. That's it. Ain't even hop on my supplements yet, just eating. I was only out there like a good 45 minutes. Pump up real quick. All right, we out. Pop out tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I go a lot earlier though. Just go super early. As soon as you wake up, get it over with. No days off, bro. We ain't taking no days off. Even if you only can listen, even if you only could do 15 minutes, even if you only could do 20 minutes, just remember it's another man that's just sitting on the couch watching TV doing nothing, making excuses. There's another guy sitting around eating jelly donuts, twirling his thumbs and his toes, doing nothing. There's another guy doing crack right now, drinking his life away right now, eating bullshit right now. Or you gonna go past 90? I'm gonna see how I feel on day 90. I'm gonna see how if day 90 I feel like I could still program the next day, we're gonna keep turning up then. If I feel like I could program past day 90, we're gonna keep programming. Especially, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I might end up programming just to do some extra credit because I already know the game's gonna be looking crazy. I'm telling you, that 90 days straight, chest be sitting up crazy. Watch, chest be sitting up like a motherfucker. Telling you, this is how you really program. That's why I've been trying to tell a lot of guys for years. Like when it comes to calisthenics, you gotta Really push yourself and go hard. You got to do a lot of reps. That's why I'm just not taking no days off. My motivation is I don't have 15. I want to get serious. I just want 2027 Jamie versus when I'm a chill. Oh, y'all trying to turn up for real, for real. We going crazy, man. I'm showing y'all this is them real penitentiary programming type mentality to how them boys be in there like this. Tomorrow, as soon as I wake up tomorrow, I'm just gonna get it over with, bro. That's how I'm going tomorrow. Tomorrow, I just want to get it over with, even if I'm sleepy, bro. Like tomorrow, just get it the fuck over with. Early morning program. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I could get it done super early in the morning, like 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning, and I can come back around like 5, 6, 7 p.m. and get like another 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So just try to get it over with super early. Like as soon as you wake up, just fuck it. Yeah, I'm tired. By the time I do my first couple sets, I'm gonna warm up. Yeah, you be tired and you be sitting there feeling like drowsy and all shit. After you do a couple sets, then you wake up. I'm telling you, every time I do pull-ups, I feel high as hell. I have no idea why. By the time I hit my first set of pull-ups, and I'm because you be taking a lot of oxygen, I'm breathing. Time I hop off the bar, I'm feeling high as shit. Body already start warming up. The secret is too, because this is why consistency is key. Once you feel that warm up, once you done felt your body warm up, it'd be a lot easier. Once you feel that blood flow happen and that pump start to come in, man, it's like second nature. Once your body get the warming up, it's over. I'm telling you, it's over. That's all it is. Once you warm up, that blood flow start happening, man. And I'll be looking at it like this. Once you already did a couple sets, right? Say if you know, okay, I'm about to do 10 sets, 15 sets. You're getting closer and closer to being done. So if I know I'm doing 20 sets, by the time I get to set 15, I'm like, I don't got that much to go. Next, you know, you at set 10. Next, you know, you got 5 more sets after that. Next, you know, you down to your last set. You get that shit done easy, bro. Next, you know, you already done did 200 pull-ups. Then there 500 push-ups. Then there 200 or 300 dips. Whatever you doing. Man, especially if you're doing 30, 40 clips of your dips. Man, by the time you down to 5 sets, bro. You can honestly stop if you want to. You already could low key just be like, shit, I already did. I did what the average niggas ain't did today. I started following Michael Hearn because of you. He is big on warm up and before going. I like Michael Hearn. I'm ahead of John with days, but I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's difficult though, bro. It's difficult. Build mental. That's what it's about. It's this. This is what we really doing it for. It's this. Cause I'm telling you, the last couple of days, bro, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I was like, God damn, when I woke up. I felt my muscles aching, bro. My muscles was aching like a motherfucker. I haven't been drinking no damn coffee. I used to be turned up off the coffee. Just straight black. I haven't been drinking no goddamn coffee, bro. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I'm like, God, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go 100% tomorrow. I might just go like 75, 80%. Cause bro, when I woke up the last couple of days, I feel like I was only on like 75%. Cause my body the day before was still feeling a little bit more. I go based off how my body feel. If my body feel like if I wake up and I'm only on 6% the whole day, then it's like, all right, I gotta kind of take it easy. But if I wake up, I'm on 90%, 95%, like 3 or 4 days ago, yeah, like 3 days ago, the picture where I'm super pumped up, I feel like I have more energy. Yeah, we gotta get through the whole 90. We gotta get through we still got 80 something more days to go. Tomorrow is day 6 for me, bro, which is today. I'm only on day 6 right now, bro. I'm only on day 6. And I'm doing this straight from coming off of relaxing the last 2 or 3 months because I had injured my back. I couldn't even train. Like I'm coming off a whole injury. That's why I'm on some stuff like I don't want to hear none of these dudes' excuse. I'm coming off an injury. I'm coming off from sitting down and laying down all day because I was fucked up. I'm coming off a whole damn injury. Whole injury. So this gonna be interesting once we hit day 90. Yeah, that's what some days if I only could do like 5, 6 sets, cool. As long as I know I did something. If some days I only got a good little 4, 5 sets of me, cool. Cause like I said, I might wake up in the morning and be feeling kind of like shit, like I was a couple days ago. I woke up the other day like, God damn, I still gotta go do another round. God damn, this is about to be interesting. I got a whole another round to go. Back was hurting, lats was hurting, wrist was hurting. I'm like, God damn, I must have been super conditioned though in 2020 because it wasn't feeling like this. My body was already low key adjusted to it though, because I was doing twice a day. I got to get back used to that. Overtraining drains you with no. Now that's a fact. Got to be careful with that overtraining. Overtraining is actually counterproductive, to be honest with you. And I explain a lot of that. It's a fact. I explain a lot of that in my ebooks. Overtraining will it can slow you down because it will force you to have to take a day off or a couple of days off to recover. You could already been on day 9, 10. Overtraining will force you to slow down if you overtrain and you'll lose strength. That's why I'm like, some days I might only be able to give 60%. All right, cool. Every day you ain't gonna be able to like give 90% or 100%. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to do no damn 20 sets every damn day. Hell nah. I already know I'm not. Calisthenics is a whole different ball game. It's different than lifting weights. Lifting weights, I could do 20 sets easy. Calisthenics, never. And that's why when I look at some of these calisthenic channels, like I was saying earlier, bro, like a lot of the calisthenic guys, when I be looking at their videos, bro, doing their calisthenics, like a lot of them boys, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. They form is garbage. That's how they able like to do 40, 50 pull-ups in a row. You sacrificing your form. I don't sacrifice my form for reps. No. Because when you do that, you minimize your gains. If I gotta sacrifice my form, we got a problem. We got a major problem. If I gotta sacrifice my damn forms, like if it come to pull-ups, I might as well just take a couple minute rest. Cause I promise you, if half of those guys that y'all see that's in the calisthenic community train with me, a lot of niggas be getting exposed. Y'all be like, what the fuck? But when I see him train by himself, he doing 40 pull-ups in a row. Yeah, because he using all this momentum and jerking his body and his legs and all this. I want to see you do 40 pull-ups in a row with strict form, with no momentum, all the way down, all the way up, and holding it over that bar for like 3 to 6 seconds. You're not doing no 40 in a row. I'll let you know right now. Not happening. I'd be surprised if they could do 20 in a row with perfect form and no momentum. Jerking the body and all this. No, 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 no. That's bullshit. That look good for the naked eye. That's bullshit. So I'm a New York nigga. We real big on the form because that's how you make yourself really grow when you challenge yourself. I could do 40 plus row with bull crap form, be jerking and going, doing a halfway pull-ups. That ain't nothing. Do full range, all the way down, no momentum, strict form, engaging your lats and actually squeezing the muscle at the top of the bar. Now let's see if you're doing some fucking 40 in a row. They not. Promise you they're not. I see you do it. Oh, they doing 50, 60, 70, 100 push-ups in a row. Let me see you do 100 push-ups in a row with no momentum, no jumping your body around and using your leg to help you and doing the halfway shorty push-ups all the way down, all the way up. Yeah, I'll expose a lot of dudes in the fitness community. Y'all be like, oh shit. When I watch his channel, he doing 100 in a row. You're doing 100 in a row, you're sacrificing form and you're doing short push-ups. You're not getting a full range. Stop it. That's just to look good on camera. If you're trying to get stronger and bigger and actually build muscle, you're not doing that. Okay. This is why a lot of us New York niggas is on a different level than a lot of the calisthenic athletes from different states. Cause I be watching these boys on YouTube. I was watching them all earlier. I'm like, no wonder why you doing 40 pull-ups in a row. You're sacrificing your form. And you doing half reps with your pull-ups and you already jerking your body around and all this. Like, bro, no. That ain't real reps, bro. If you was working on me, I wouldn't count none of that. Zero, zero, zero. Now come all the way down. Keep your legs straight or keep your legs to the back and come all the way up over the bar. Half of their chins don't go over the bar. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, even me at my size, bro. Full range motion, 30 push-ups in a row. Stop it. Sometimes I might get lucky and get 40. If I'm doing short push-ups, if I'm doing shorties, I could do 70 in a row. I done did more than 70. That's shorties. Full range, perfect form, no momentum, no cheating. It's a lot different. That's when calisthenics get real. And you'll see who really got that dog in them. Anybody could have ass they reps and use momentum and be jerking their body and throwing it around. Full range, I will expose a lot of guys in the fitness community. I'll be surprised. Okay. I could do shorties all day. I done did 1,000 push-ups last summer. It was live, but the quality was kind of bad because the phone company I had at the time was trash. I did 1,000 push-ups in what, 45 minutes doing the shorties. It was less than 40. It was like 40 minutes. Taking a 30-second break and knocking out 50 clips down there. Just back and forth. Take a 30-second. Some of the time I was taking a 20-second break. I did like 1,000 push-ups. It was like 45 to 40 minutes, something like that. Full range. Anytime I do full range, it take me like at least almost 2 hours. Full range. Shorties, I could knock it out in 45 minutes tops. I did it live on TikTok about 2, 3 months ago. Somebody was challenging me to like a push-up challenge. This one dude, he gave up quick, but I knocked that shit out in like 45 minutes. On top of that, he wanted to challenge me right when I had just got done doing 100 pull-ups and 500 dips. Nigga. Then he told me he want to do a 1,000 push. Like, you want to, like, we could have started with the push-ups first. And he kept saying, oh, well, I did my push-ups a little bit. I knocked out my push-ups quicker than you. I just did 500 dips with 100 pull-ups. Then I went over and started doing the push-ups. You was already doing the push-ups. So, of course, you finished. My arms was already feeling burnt out, and I still knocked out the push-ups in less than 45 minutes. After I literally was just on a pull-up bar, right? 100 pull-ups, 500 dips, then instantly went over to 1,000 push-ups. Did it live on TikTok in front of like 80 people. He just started out with the push-ups. That's it. He didn't do the pull-ups. I think he did only like a couple pull-ups and he stopped. And he did a couple dips. He just went straight to the push-ups. He was like, "Oh, I did my push. I completed it quicker than just like I did more exercises than you, and you weigh less than me at that. I'm pushing more weight. You're 160 pounds. What are we talking about?" At the time, I was like 230 some pounds. I just did 100 pull-ups and 500 dips. Less than, literally within 30 to 35 minutes, then instantly did the push-ups. 1,000 something. I did more than 1,000 push-ups, low key. I did like 1,200. So I was explaining to him like we're not on the same level, bro. You basically only did push-ups and you barely could knock that out in time. I went to the pull-up bar first, then the dips, then went to the push-ups. You already had a couple hundred in and still hawked you down. So yeah, you did your little whatever, but you only did push-ups. I hawked you down after just doing 100 pull-ups with perfect form. No momentum, no jerk in my body, perfect form, wide grip. Then went straight to 500 dips. Was doing 50 clips and 30 clips. Then went instantly over to the push-ups with no break. Just right over to the push-ups. That's what I'm like, nah, bro, like, cause he wanted to challenge me to this calisthenics. So I'm like, yo, bro, you from out of town. He was on like my TikTok, like you from out of town, bro. We really do this shit where I'm from, bro. Do you understand that like where I'm from started this whole like we started a lot of that. Like, stop it, bro. Like seriously, there's levels to this. Like respectfully. But he was challenging me. I don't even know the nigga. He's like, oh, I bet you I could knock out what he said, I bet you I could knock out a certain amount of push up, I mean a certain amount of dips and pull ups and push ups within a couple days. I bet you I could do it all in a day. He was like, well, I want to see if you could do like he told me within a month if I could do 500 dips, 100 push-ups, I mean 100 pull-ups, and 1,000 dips. I'm like, no, 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 I can do that in one session. That's what I was telling him. Like you challenged me to a challenge that you didn't even really like live up to. You told me it's gonna take you a month to do that. I did that within an hour and a half. Literally a little bit more than an hour and a half. You're telling me it's gonna take you 30 days. We're not on the same level, homie. Respectfully. You talking about you want to wait a whole month? Come on, let's do this challenge within a month. Do it every day. I'm like, no, 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 no. I can do 100 pull-ups, 500 dips, and 1,000 push-ups. I told him within an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's not nothing. There's levels to this shit. And I could do it again on live. That's not a big deal. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's like, that's why I was just like, bro, like you did your little 1,000 push-ups and chilled out. And tomorrow you're gonna come back tomorrow to do your dips and the next day to do your pull-ups. You could do it within a month. I think you only had did like 500 push-ups, to be honest with you. Less than that, like 300. I'm doing the whole challenge in a day. You talking about this gonna take a month to do. I'm like, a month? Bro, a month? Bro, that don't take no month, bro. We do that shit in a day. In a couple hours and go about the day like nothing happened. What you mean, bro? You taking no fucking month for that? Then when I did it, everybody that was on the live that was watching was in the comments like counting the reps and shit. I was like, how the fuck are you doing all this the other day? It's like, bro, I've really been doing calisthenics for some years, bro. This is what we do for real. It's not gonna take no months to do this challenge. I don't know what you're talking about. Anytime, oh, and then you gotta run 5 miles. I ran the 5 miles live on TikTok the next day. I'm like, I'll do my miles the next day. No problem. You were talking about it's gonna take you a month to do this. Don't challenge me to nothing, bro. You're not ready. Like, be humble. Like, you gotta understand, it takes time. And you weigh almost 100 pounds less than me. You should be able to knock this out in a day. He's like 150, 160 pounds. He's like, well, I knocked out my push-ups quicker than you. Like, I think you're slow. You understand what happens when you do a bunch of dips? Your arms be burnt out. I still did over 1,000 push-ups within 45 minutes. Come on, bro. On live. Yeah, he wanted to do a challenge. He told me it's gonna take us a month to do it. I'm like, bro, I'll do that shit in a day. I kept telling him he thought I was playing. I'm like, the next morning, bro, as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna go live. and you just go live with me and let's do the challenge. He's like, well, I said this within the span of a month, so I'm only gonna do like 200 or 300 push-ups. I'm like, no, I'm gonna knock the 4,000 out in a day. You tripping? Make sure y'all go cop that ebook if you want to take it to that level. I'm telling you, yo, Spotlight Red, that's a fact. Cause I ain't gonna lie, he did give me my props once I finished though. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was like, damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Then the allegations come out. You know what he starts saying, Spotlight? Well, Jay on that, like, I could tell Jay must be on that secret sauce though. Cause he did all this shit in a day. Man, he must have went to whatever LeBron went to. He must be on that shit LeBron on or something. Man, this nigga Jay on some different type shit, bro. I'm like, what? You challenged me, sir. You told me you want to see who could do this challenge within a month the quickest. I told you I could do it. As far as the calisthenics part, I could do that part in a day and the jog in the next day. Wait, why you playing? That's why I told you go cop my ebook, bro. If you want to people to turn up and take it to that level. I don't know. I'm like, bro, you said a month. You said a month. We could turn up quicker than a month, homie. You tripping. You talking about a month. Like a month. Sound like a buster. Yo, straight buster shit. I'm like, yo, bro. He started talking about, oh, well, Jay must be on that same stuff LeBron and them boys on. He must have traveled to what he kept saying. He must have did like what Tyreek Hill did and got some type of stem cell. Nobody could just do 500 dips like that and 100 push-ups and instantly go right to 1,000 push-ups. Like what? Why are you putting like? Are you feeling some type of way? Because I completed the challenge quicker than you. Then the next day I ran my 5 miles like it was nothing. He's my, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just doing a mile a day. But it took him like 3 weeks to completely do the whole challenge. Cause he only I did like each day we only I did like 50 pull-ups and like a couple dips. I was already done. I'm like, bro, that's why I be trying to tell people like, yo, bro, if you want to be able to take it to that level, bro, just make sure you go cop the ebook, bro. It's one for $9, one for $17. The $37 book and the $37 one and up is a lot more advanced. But for my real niggas that's really trying to turn up, especially if you're doing a 90-day challenge and you want to learn about how to diet correctly, make sure you go cop that ebook, bro. Cause they be doing that. But I'm like, bro, I'm not on no steroid, bro. You have to understand, I've been doing calisthenics since literally 18, 19 years old. In 2017, I did calisthenics literally every day for a year straight every time I worked out. Literally. Even if I was only doing like 50 pull-ups. Because I do sets of 10 with sets of like 20 dips. I was doing it before every workout and after my workouts. My nephew would tell you that was our routine. Me, my nephew, and my brother, before we would work out, at least 5 sets of calisthenics. This is how I was able to condition myself over years. It does not just happen overnight. And to be honest with this challenge, I'm about to get me a weighted vest. I want to really get a weighted belt and get a 45-pound plate. That's the only reason why I might hit the gym for a couple of videos because I want to get a weighted belt so I can start doing some weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. I got to be careful with the weighted dips because I don't want to get no type of tendonitis and mess my elbows up. But I want to actually start doing weighted calisthenics. Yeah, I want to do some weighted. Not just no regular. Regular is nothing. Regular is easy, cool. It gets to a point where, all right, cool. I'm gonna do the weighted though. Yeah. I'm gonna do the weighted. Because the weight is a secret behind the weighted calisthenics. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's a secret behind it. And weighted calisthenics. Uh-huh. It's a secret. Dude sound like an NPC. He was just hating, bro. He was giving me my props, but he just kept on saying like, well, he gotta be on something, bro. He gotta be on something. He must be using something. I'm like, what? Bro, I woke right up. It was early in the morning too. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, I just woke up and came straight here. Like, what the hell, bro? I told you I was gonna knock it out first thing in the morning, just get it over with. I don't know what you talking about, bro. You tripping. I don't know what you talking about, bro. But if you say so, you say so, bro. Kind of sound like a buster to me. Like you sound nice as hell. You sound nice as fuck. Like, bro, this is why I be telling people, like, if you only gonna really get results when you really start really taking it serious and really programming, bro. This was literally my pump. This was at 5:51 p.m. Just so you can see the timestamp. Yesterday, 5:51 p.m. We out there programming. I came a little late yesterday. We out there programming. No weights, no dumbbells, no none of that. It was no weights, no weights, no dumbbells, no nothing. And I was tired. There's no weights. Man, y'all better go cop that ebook, bro. Especially if you're doing a 90-day calisthenic challenge. That's no weights. Dude definitely sound like he was hating a little bit, but it's all good though, bro. This was like a couple months ago. He challenged me to a calisthenic challenge, like 100 something people in the live. Kept saying I could do more than you within a month. Let's do 1,000 push-ups in a month, 100 pull-ups in a month, and see who could do 500 dips in a month and 5 miles. I'm like, bro, most of that I'm gonna knock out in 24 hours. And I honestly was gonna do the jogging the same day to 5 miles. I was gonna do it after. I'm like, I don't want to burn off too many calories. So I'm just gonna wait the next day and the next morning. I'm just gonna get it out the way when I'm fully energized. I'm just gonna knock it down. I'll run like 3 miles in a row first, take a little couple minute break, just finish out the extra couple miles, did it on live. He was like, bro, that's only because you're on something, bro. You on that shit LeBron and them boys on. He must have flew somewhere and got some stem cells or something. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. He's like, he gotta be on something. He knocked out the first 90% of the challenge within a good hour and a half. I'm like, man, come on, bro. Stop that, bro. It's levels to this calisthenic stuff, dude. Come on, bro. All that little bit of reps and all that half-assing is pointless. It's pointless, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop that, bro. All that little bit of rep, halfway reps and playing around, bro. We don't do that, bro. We take it serious. We actually trying to put some work in and get some gains. You heard? We want them gains. For the people that really want to learn the secrets of dieting, make sure you go cut that ebook. If you kind of a beginner, just get the $9 one. If you kind of a rookie, you kind of get the $9 one. I'm gonna make sure I start streaming early too, because somebody asked me why I wasn't streaming early. That's why I want to get it over with early in the morning. My little session. I think I'm just gonna try to get it over with as soon as I wake up. Just get it the fuck over with. 'Cause it was people asking me earlier, like, why didn't you stream earlier today? You got on kind of late. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get off here for a minute. Make sure I go check out the ebook. Go check out the ebook immediately. It's right on my YouTube page. If you're a little on the fence and you're in your beginner stage, just cop the $9 one. If you somebody that's feeling like you want to take fitness serious but you're still on the fence, get the $17 one. The woman book will be out by tomorrow. By the time you wake up, it'll be out. I'm working on it right now. I'm like multitasking. I got mad shit to do. I gotta still drop the woman ebook. I gotta still drop the woman ebook too. Like I gotta drop the woman ebook on top of the diet plan for the ladies. I know the ladies be tapping in sometimes when we be working out and shit, especially when we live in the gym. Like, I'm not gonna be back in the gym till more than likely like until I get me a weight belt. I could do the weighted calisthenics. We taking it to another level. Yeah, we taking it to another level, bruh. We taking it past the levels that most guys taking it to. We taking it, bruh.